Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Just before we get started, make sure you go out of full screen if you're in full screen, look at the sub button and watch carefully. Make sure you guys subscribe. Wasn't that cool, eh? Make sure you absolutely smash that subscribe button if you want to see your family again. But anyhow, getting back on topic, as I'm sure you're aware, there have been many FNaF fan games. You know, survive during the night, and when it's finally 6 AM in the morning, you can leave. But what if I were to tell you can actually get a job at Freddy's during the daytime? You can get the daytime shift. You thought that 5 Nights with 39 was ridiculous and hilarious. Well, you're correct, but there is another game that can equally match this. Now, I have actually seen quite a few playthroughs of this game, especially when it was really popular back in the day, but I've never actually played it for myself. But thanks to hackfu5hl, I was reminded of the game's existence and decided to check it out. And boy am I glad that I did because, well, simply put, this game is another banger. I simply cannot conceive what I've been missing out on during these years. But that's quite enough yappering, let's get straight into the game. First off, the game starts to take the piss before I've even loaded it up. As the game is obviously set during the daytime and not the night, it's called Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday instead of night 1, night 2, blah blah blah. So, starting off on the first day, we come in on Monday and meet our new boss, the phone guy, also known as Scott Cawthon. He gives us a bit of an introduction, you know, what to do and what not to do, but yeah, it seems like he really enjoys working there and you will also enjoy working there. If you wish, he gives you the option for a tour, which I very happily took as I had absolutely no idea what was going on. This was my first playthrough. After finishing the tour and signing the big scary contract, signing your name and everything, you are free to go wherever you want. The whole thing is kind of like a multiple choice RPG point and click game. In fact, if I'm correct, the game was actually made in RPG Maker as a joke, of course. Most of these games were made as jokes. You must click on the different camera tabs around the establishment to move around. Each area of the establishment gives you the option to search it, which I would say is definitely worth it, even if most of the time all you find is cigarettes and mattresses, because you could get your hands on some nice tokens, which are the main form of currency in this game. Well, the only form of currency in this game. You don't actually get paid. The first thing I did was head into the kitchen and made some lovely frozen pepperoni pizza, which after I served to the customers, I got given 50 tokens for from the phone guy, which in the grand scheme of things didn't really matter much at all, because I went to the Pirate Grove, had a little look around, talked to the fox, and I yiffed the fox.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, maybe not the best impressions, guys, but it's the first day. Come on, we make mistakes, don't we? After taking a look in the mirror and reminding myself that I yiffed a fictional robotic fox, I returned to work. I ended up visiting the stage and being almost seduced by Chica. Then I had a little chat with Bonnie as well as Freddy and tweaked the music box to some copyrighted music. Afterwards, I served a nice customer some Bonnie-faced pizza and almost got fired. My shift was then shortly finished, but tomorrow is a new day. Like some of the other FNaF games, there are 8-bit minigames in between the nights which expand on the thrilling lore. They show exactly what's going on at Freddy's after you finished your shift. Alas, it is the second day and you know, apparently there's been some rumors going around, but that's fine, that's just speculation, people trying to make a quick buck. Your task for today is to finally wear a Springlock suit. How fun. Just a little quick tip for anyone not wanting to die on their second day, I recommend listening to the tapes first. As you put the costume on, you have a very fun minigame when you have to click on the springs as quickly as you can just so you don't get impaled and killed by them. I then pulled together all of my courage and bravery and finally stepped foot inside of the pizzeria to perform to the kids. I felt that doing a flip would be super entertaining to these kids, but apparently it's not such a good idea with the Springlock suit, I don't know why. So instead I just stuck with going around and serving some of the customers cake. After I was done with that, I made some quick bank and went over to the prize corner and I got introduced to Matt. Then I was trying to express my comedic genius as phone guy cut me off. So instead of continuing my jokes, I went ahead and bought a guitar from my boy Matt and performed. Well, yeah, I sort of did sacrifice all of my dignity and trust for playing this song, but I got paid a decent amount. Straight after that, I went over to the arcade to play the Game of the Year Bread Bear, which has such an amazing theme song, it's insane. Last thing I did for this day was play a little bit of Foxy Yiff Yiff Yiff, and that was an interesting experience. As Wednesday rolled around, I went over to the stage to try and talk to the animatronics, but after the marionette put some children in their bodies, they were kind of bugging out. Next, as I'm pretty much the Dayshift At Freddy's equivalent of Jeff Bezos, I bought the crowbar and completely smashed up the bent little salad bar. Why does Matt even sell a crowbar? Oh yeah, and I also got stopped by the Denver police force, but I'm pretty sure I dealt with it, well. Checking out the camera system, it seems all is well and good. Well, that was more of a calm day, you know, I quite like that, but I still have 2 days remaining on the job. As I come in for Thursday, something's different, the door just simply wouldn't unlock, but after checking my messages, it turns out I wasn't even supposed to come into work this day at all. But turns out that there's some kind of an important event tomorrow, a birthday party, and I have to be there. So then Friday rolls around, I go in, I get dressed, get ready for everything, and then out comes the birthday kid, who isn't actually a bloody birthday kid, it's a police officer, and my own boss, phone guy slash court coffin, rattled on me even though I technically didn't do anything wrong. But then just before I can get arrested, Bread Bear breaks out of the locked room and kills everyone. And yeah, I did get the bad ending for my first one, but fear not, there are many more to get, so let's take a look. The shortest and the good ending you can get by simply refusing the contract that the phone guy offers you. But some of the other endings take just a little bit more finesse than this, such as having to do a whole nother storyline with Dave, aka the purple guy. The only way you can meet him is if on the first day you go into the hidden safe room, which I actually didn't do in my first playthrough, so I didn't even know about this. But you basically have to help him kill a few kids and hide their bodies. He said that since he got a location shut down in Utah for killing some kids, he wants you to do his dirty work for him. If you accept his offer, you will help him throughout the days, constantly involving yourself in devious, malicious acts. As you're continuing your deeds, one day you are approached by the health inspector as you leave the safe room. This professional Frenchman is in pursuit to shut down your restaurant because of all the messed up things that's been happening. However, you can always bribe him with a few tokens.
We have a deal.
If you continue to help out the purple guy hiding all 5 of the bodies, well, 4 he hides one for you, then on Thursday things happen quite differently. Once again, you are locked out, however purple guy can get you back into the building, and going to the back room you have to choose which costume will be activated on the final day. Now I was going to choose both of them, but I pushed out and chose Golden Freddy instead. Now this story about the old Foxy has been mentioned before, but on Thursday night we are given a visual representation of exactly what happened to the Foxy in Arizona. Then we finally get to Thursday, you pull up at a party, but oh wait, the animatronics are coming straight for your ass. I of course skedaddled away to try and not be killed and unlock the door. But to my surprise, not only did the Denver police force get in there, but Bread Bear did as well, and yeah, they killed Bread Bear. And also, Phone Guy was framing us the whole time, he didn't actually know we were committing the murders. You know, it was surprising to see this huge 8'5" killing machine just get taken out by a Glock or 2. Then Aubergine Man and Phone Guy both blame you and you go to jail. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the soapy ending. Don't drop it. And yeah guys, that pretty much wraps up the games. That's all of the endings that I managed to get. I'm sure there's many more, and you know, maybe I didn't actually find the good ending. I went back as well to try and fight the animatronics and see what would happen, but of course I got my arse cheeks spread apart since I had absolutely no armor or weapons or anything. I gotta admit though, it was very epic and it was like some Pokemon turn-based kind of fight. So guys, there you have it. This was Dayshift at Freddy's in 2024, even though I never really played the original back in the day. But honestly, it was a great experience, and you know, if by some miracle you haven't played the game yet, then definitely check it out for yourself. It's lovely to see someone question how much they can mess up FNaF and add in some memes from the time, which was 2016, and this was the end result. And surprisingly, aside from the humor, the game has some decent depth, you know, some different gameplay mechanics, and it can be quite long if you try to get old endings. This is the ultimate Five Nights at Freddy's shitpost. Well guys, I really did hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a later video.